and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The following broadcast is an official production of the Faulkner Sports Network.
Pushing in here. They do take down Chiaki, but we're able to take down two of theirs. Oh, nice! At a point, Jesse. And now it's going to be Reaper versus Reaper, and our Reaper is better, so...
He is.
What?
Nice. Able to shut down a assault roll right there. And
There it is.
And now we've got Bastional going into this fight, and it looks like we're going to pop it.
There it is.
So we were able to take out their Malga,
Yep.
and that sounds like Creel.
Yep, and we're able to take down, good job on Mike taking down the Brig and the Juno and the McCree. So it looks like that's going to be a team kill. It's a bold move, Cut. Let's see if it pans out for him.
Oh man, Jesse
And apparently it does. Wow.
and Payton both ult, and it pays off.
Love the Moira.
We're able to just about get a team kill. We've only got to get this Doomfist.
Get him, Josh. Get him. Punch his face. Yeah.
good evening, everybody, and welcome back into the stream. We're back here on tonight for a Faulkner game. We're going to be streaming tonight for Overwatch, and here's Coach. A little bit late, but but yeah, we're going to be.
Yeah, some Yahoo had all the settings screwed up in the theater room, but
hate
don't
when that
worry, I
happens.
fixed it. The Yahoos.
Darn Yahoos.
I know, it's the worst. All right, well, in that case, let's go ahead and meet our team. Not the only one late.
Playing DPS, the captain, Shadow 4, Jesse Clark. Playing support, the lieutenants, Chiaki, Payton, Provo. Support, Sniper Mike Jr., Michael Johnston. Playing DPS, Worldly Boom, Wyatt Gentry. Playing DPS, Big Steppa, Zyon Moore. The Tank, Grumpy Lizard 13, Luke Taylor.
All right, and we're back. So, as you can see, that's the team, and we're ready to get in this match here in just a minute. It looks like, based on what I can see from here, they've already gotten into the lobby. So, they should be starting the first match here just momentarily. So, hopefully we'll be able to get to that here sometime very soon. And once they do, we'll get to see this big matchup between the Faulkner Eagles and the DePaul Demons.
Yeah, and I'm honestly really excited for tonight's game. Tonight's been a big one for me because I haven't seen a good Overwatch game in a long time.
Yep.
And especially this team that we have at Faulkner. Honestly, this semester just really good for us.
We're kind of stacked this year, aren't we?
Love to see it.
You know, and they've kind of struggled a little bit with some of the games in the past. You notice that Overwatch, even the games that they've lost, though, have been extremely close, including against the #1 team in the league. So, I mean, they've fought a lot of the tougher teams in the league. We're playing another one that should be fairly tough right now. But we've got a doubleheader here, and if Faulkner can pull out 2 victories tonight, which I'm confident they have the ability to do, whether or not we'll do it or not, of course, we will have to see. But I'm confident that they can do. If they're able to pull that off, we're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So pretty much
big thing for them too.
Yeah, it really would be. And I'm looking at the standings right now, and for Overwatch specifically, like I said, we've played the toughest teams already. So doing some live research on the air.
The best kind.
Oh, it's always the best kind because we get to learn together.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Overwatch 2, like I said, has already played 2 of the toughest teams. We played RIT, which is currently ranked 2nd. And we've also played SEC, or SSC, which is ranked 5th, and we were able to beat them. Yeah. And tonight, we're playing the 2. I said that. I got mixed up with the next team we've got because we're actually going to be playing Huntington soon.
Yeah,
the 2 teams we're playing tonight are actually both without wins and ranked 8th. So if we can win these 2 just based on the way that the math shakes out, that should put us squarely in 3rd place.
Yeah.
And even if we lost the rest of the games that we're playing, we should still have a playoff spot because that could potentially sink us back down to 4th. I know that esports math is a little wonky, but if I've done my calculations correctly, that is how it's supposed to shake out. So
we're going against DePaul and Onetta tonight, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
DePaul was a fun game for I think almost every single team this semester has placed against DePaul as well, right?
Yeah, so DePaul is a new program.
Okay.
And I think this is either their first year or their second year, if I'm remembering correctly. So DePaul, I know it's their first year in the league. Whether or not they've had a team before then, I believe they've only had a team for a year before now. But they're a relatively new program, relatively fresh, and because of that, they're very up and down on their teams because I know that their Marvel Rivals team is pretty good. We've played them in Smash Bros, but this will be the first time we've met them on the field of battle in Overwatch.
Yeah. Their team looks to be pretty stacked. You have, I believe, 4 of the 5 players that we're going to be going against tonight have Master Level 5 on their accounts. So, I mean, that's already pretty scary in my opinion. Master Level 5 characters, whenever you jump into a game with them, like, oh, this is going to be a tough game.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm looking kind of forward to it because tonight we have a really good roster. We got a Shadow captain doing a marvelous job with his precision. I thought it was scary back when I was on the team with him.
It's gotten better.
It's gotten better.
It's because they've been doing so much aim training this season.
Whirly Boone, and I'm pretty sure he's the tank, correct?
So they have changed up, so I'm not sure what they're going to go with this time. Worldly Boom has been a DPS and a tank before.
Gotcha.
Typically, they run either Luke or Zyon as their tank.
Gotcha. I mean, honestly, everyone's aim this semester has been pretty good, and I saw Wyatt and Whirly Boom. He is honestly probably one of the best prospects, along with Zyon, that we've had for Overwatch in a long time. And I'm really excited to see how they play tonight because it's always fun watching this team play. And then Chiaki, the support, along with Mike. Mike has gotten exponentially better since when the first time he was first joining the team. He was doing pretty good when he was first joining the team, but he's just gotten so much more map awareness and a lot more communication has gotten a lot better, and along with listening. That's a big thing, is communication is extremely important in these games. And a long time ago, whenever I was first joining the team as well, it was just really, really difficult for the team to communicate at the level they are now. And super excited to see the evolution and the changes the captain and the lieutenant have made to this team.
Well, and a big part of that is Jesse has really come into his own as a leader. And when you do get to that level, you're able to communicate more effectively to everybody else and to your teammates, not just that you need to communicate, but how you can communicate, and you wind up being better at facilitating that communication. And so many people think that comms in esports, and not just for Overwatch, for all of them, is learning what to say. And there's a lot of that that's true, but learning what not to say is probably the bigger part of it.
Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it looks like we're about to get into a game. Looks like they have the game up now. So we do have a buffer, right?
Yes, we do have a little bit of a buffer. Although while we're still waiting on waiting for everything to pan out, I did want to go ahead and point out to the audience a correction that I made. So right now, just so you understand the status that Faulkner is at, Faulkner has 1 win and 1 loss. That 1 loss is to the number 2 ranked team that only has 1 loss as well. We have 2 losses, but one of those losses was a forfeit loss against Wilmington, who, just to be frank, looking at their record, probably going to wind up the bottom or near the bottom of the team. So the fact that we do have a head-to-head loss against them is almost guaranteed not to come into effect in a tiebreaker situation, because they have the head-to-head against us. And because it's a forfeit loss, it actually counts for less in the final rankings.
Yeah.
So even though they're technically tied with us right now, that's not going to last within even just like by tonight. That will probably be different.
Yeah. So it looks like the game has started, but we will get footage for that in just a second. I know we got our production guy working on it, so we will be in gameplay momentarily.
Depending on the spectator mode, there may actually not be an option to put a delay in, so you may just have to go ahead and throw us into game footage, Google. There we go.
All right, and that's the first point gone to. And it looks like Faulkner did kind of get closed out there. So we did lose objective pressure here, and Faulkner is now going in to be pushing in for the second time, trying to put some presence on point here.
Yeah, now one thing that is a little different from this one in Marvel Rivals, and I've noticed doing both of the games.
Ooh, Whirly Boom gets some great damage on Kiriko.
Yep. Can it stick is the question.
Probably not. But that good pressure, kind of calling them out from where their positions is big.
There we go.
Shadow doing great damage to the Genji there. Ooh, but Chiaki does go down there. Tank able to do really good damage to our healer's backline and is able to get a kill. And Faulkner is forced to pull out.
Yeah, they have to pull back a little bit here.
All right, you see on the sideline, they got Reaper brawling there. Doing a great job, but it kind of needs a lot of healing, a lot of support to keep on going. Chiaki's getting kind of pushed here from the back, from the tank.
Yeah, now they're doing a rush in, and it looks like
Shadow does get the tank, so that they have an open window here. But unfortunately, Mike, Chiaki, and Shadow all go down. Whirly Boom does get a kill.
Yeah,
and he's able to get out.
He has taken out the Kiriko. Or sorry, the Sojourn.
Yeah, and he's able to completely get out and reset. Faulkner now trying to go put some better pressure here. Now coming in with a lot more ults. Chiaki nearly having hers, along with Whirly Boom having about 80% of his as well.
Yeah, he's gonna have to move in here. We're getting caught on this this choke point.
Zyon now pushing in. He's on point. Whirly Boom with ult. Goes to backline.
Yep, that's a kill. Reaper ult.
Gets 2. Gets 3.
Gets 3. Yep.
That's actually 4 right there.
Yep.
And that is going to be point secured right there for Faulkner.
Oh, and we just got the kill on the Genji as well.
Kind of pushing it there to the brink, but we did manage to secure point. Now we just gotta try and wait for a good defense here.
Yeah, so now we get to set up and make them play offense a little bit.
Faulkner switching to Bastion on Jesse here, trying to make a better use of his great aim. And their tank goes ult on point, and we get a kill on Genji along with Lucio.
Yep.
Chiaki goes down. Reaper getting a good kill.
And this one is so low. Look at that. Yep. And the Kiriko is down as well.
Really boom, kind of hunting him down, and that's another kill. And Faulkner successfully defends another time.
Wyatt has been so crucial in this particular game. You saw the Bastion putting a lot of pressure and creating space, but then Worldly Boom just able to hunt players down and take them out, really without too much difficulty. It's been really impressive.
And that does burn the enemy tank's ult there, which is going to be very, very big for us going into this next team fight.
Yeah, now we're back at full strength. We're able to set up our defenses a little bit.
Faulkner at 60% already on point.
Yeah.
Catching up quite quickly.
Yeah, with the amount of time that's been used here, this is probably going to be the last fight of the round.
Oh, no. Worldly Boom does go down along with Sniper Mike, Chiaki, Shadow, and Zyon all to go down.
Yep, that's probably going to be round.
That is, yeah. Round does go down to the...
Yeah, there's no way for them to get there in time.
Unfortunately. Great hold, great push from Faulkner, but was just unable. We lost the round by about 23 points, so roughly about 23 seconds. It was a very, very good hold and a very, very good push. So let's see how they're gonna kind of team build into this next one. Do they stay the same comp or do they change it up?
Well,
I honestly...
And that's why it's so important to, be able to keep your enemy from getting that 99, because then they only have to win one team fight and push you off for a second and you're done.
Yeah. And that's a big one. Honestly, I think Faulkner's a big thing right here going into this round is they were trying to kind of suss out their opponent's skill level, how they play, their play style, that kind of thing. Going into this next round, I can see them playing a little bit differently and taking more percent on point a lot earlier due to analyzing how the team played. All right, Juno speeding us to the point. Zarya going in backline here, doing good damage to Lucio. Keeps good pressure on the tank. Tank gets down low.
Yep.
Pulls them into this little room here. And objective is now open. Faulkner making presence on here.
Oh, and he perfectly predicts where the Genji was going to come in.
Knocking the Genji down about half HP. And almost gets him.
Yeah, it comes close, but frankly, him getting away really isn't that big a deal.
Nope. Actually puts him out of team fight for a little bit longer. Gives Faulkner more time to get a good team fight and do more, or get more percent on point. Bastion here pelting the back lines with an absolute great barrage of fire here.
Yeah, and the Zarya keeping the front lines really to where they have to
tank
play
mode
around her. Love tank mode.
Lucio goes back line.
In fact, can we switch to first person real quick just to see the aim?
Worldly Boon there does get a great kill.
Oh, and he almost gets the Genji, not quite.
And is able to get in the back line. It's now just Worldly Boon and the tank. And Worldly Boon is able to live on 40 HP. Kind of snuffs out their push there. Forces them to go high ground, but they're just not able to kind of get on point there. All right, Shadow now on the sideline here. Has great aim and it almost kills the Genji, but Genji slightly gets away just by the skin on his teeth.
This ends.
Shadow does get a kill, but Chiaki does go down. Now it's a 3-4 situation. Sniper Eye does go down, leaving Jesse on point. Jesse goes down. Zarya is going to go down as well. Faulkner pushing a point to about 84% here. 83%. Great first push from Faulkner on the second point. Really been trying to take his time and wait for his team to come back. Pushes the Genji away. Zyon switching to Orisa here. A great counter pick here for this team we're facing into. Worldly Boon flanking backline and makes the Kiriko leave and then goes down. Lucio goes down as well. Shadow and Chiaki going great right here. Ult from Juno. Another ult from Genji as well. This Genji being very slippery. 90%. 2 people left on point. this is a final last-ditch effort here from the other team here, trying to get a little bit of presence on point before it goes down. But unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be enough for them to hold it here. They might have held it long enough for them to get another person on the point, but it's not going to be enough. They're just staggering the point. It's just going to be free kills here. Kitsune Rush comes out from Kiriko.
Yep, we're able to get that Lucio, and that's going to be it.
Let's go.
Okay, so Faulkner takes the second leg of this one, so if they can win the next one, that is going to be round 1 for Faulkner.
Yeah, bringing it to a 1-1 tie. And honestly, right there, like what I said kind of came to fruition.
Yep.
They kind of sussed out their team, how they played, and in this match in particular, you actually saw a lot more of that strategy come out. I believe Jesse might have told Zyon, you need to switch it up a little bit because the Zarya was good, but it wasn't what we needed right there in the moment due to their team comp. We switched to Reset in the second half of that game, and it really made a big difference there.
Team comp is a big deal, and also the style of map makes a difference. Zarya is an extremely good mobile tank, but for a control point, maybe not quite as effective as one of the more mobile tanks. Or one of the less mobile tanks, I should say.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got it backwards.
All right. Chiaki is pumping healing into this team here.
She's got the heals.
Zyon, or not Zyon, Whirly Boone gets knocked down very low, but manages to get out of there too. Taking a lot of point priority, and gets knocked off from the Lucio.
Ooh, that boop is going to hurt us.
Just a little bit. But actually, Zyon did take the perk to try to give himself a shield, making it more of a defensive playstyle for this team.
Yeah, they are able to take cap point, but if we can just make some space here, we'll be okay.
Bastion needing a lot of heals here. Whirly Boone is now back, but a Sniper Might does go down there.
Yeah, that shield's being a bit of an obstruction. Oh, nice shot!
Down. Lucio 1 HP. Lucio goes down as well. A healer and a DPS down.
Yeah, Faulkner should be able to clean this up if they play it smart.
Zyon goes in for the kill here. Chiaki,
And the Kiriko goes down. And now it's just them and the tank.
and the tank is going to get murked here due to the Bastion. And there it is.
Nice.
Whirly Boone cleans up house. Just needing a secure point, but they're kind of are filling on the point here. Chiaki gets a nice little kill on the Genji and closes out point secure here.
Frankly, as frustrating as it was to take so long to clear point, it may actually work out in our favor because they weren't able to gain while we were on point anyway, and the fact that we staggered them means it's going to take them longer to regroup.
Yeah, big thing with staggering as well. If people are staggering on a point, you don't have to waste ult. So you can just kind of just farm ults off of them like that.
Sometimes it's even the right strategy to let a specific team member get the kill to be able to get that ult quicker.
Oh, and Kiriko does get a kill. They use a lot of ults here. That's 2 ults coming out from the other team here.
Pretty big ult dump there.
Yeah, that's going to be point secure from them as well. But we are actually still in a good spot here. We still have at least 2 or 3 good ults here we can push point here with. Yeah, I know we have Reaper ult.
Yeah, let's go ahead and switch to Reaper just so we can see if he has ult. I'm pretty sure he does. Yep, he does.
Oh, gets knocked down low here. Pushes right by. And Faulkner right here in the hallway, gets the tank. That's all he needs. Now Faulkner can push on the point and it's secure. There we go. Great job. Lucio ults here, trying to make a last effort to hold point just a little bit longer. Tank mode comes out. And that's a beautiful ult from the Baptiste as well. Makes Bastion an absolute force.
Well, tank mode was pretty effective there, I'd have to say.
Now holding a forward hold here, trying to make as much of their hold as possible. Whirly Boone at 30% already with his ult.
So the other team is strategically kind of waiting here, but you can see Whirly Boom is hiding in that corner, hoping that somebody just walks in front of him.
He does get yanked off the off his hiding spot, but Ooh.
Bastion, or sorry, yeah, that's Bastion,
Yeah.
right?
Bastion goes out, but unfortunately was not able to hit anyone. They were just too aware of that right there. Kitsune Rush comes out. And unfortunately, Worldly Boon does go down here, putting on one of our biggest damage deals in the grave. But Juno ult comes out here too.
Oh, nice shot.
1v3. Oh, it's going to be close.
Ooh. And Bastion's coming back. He's trying to help.
Worldly Boom switches over to a different character right there at the very end, but unfortunately is not able to get there when he needs to be.
No.
Still a very, very good showing off both teams there.
Yeah, unfortunately, in both rounds that Faulkner lost. Ooh, and Worldly Boom does get play of the game.
Yeah, this is going to be his quadra right here.
Yep.
Maybe not.
It's not his quadra kill, which is odd.
Very odd.
Don't know why they wouldn't pick that one, but
On today's episode of Weird Stuff.
things in Overwatch that don't make sense, part 5.
But honestly, right there, we did a really good job. Both teams did extremely well on both maps, or actually all 3 maps, and just did really, really good at holding and kind of pushing off and defending as well. So good job to what college are we going against tonight? Right
That was
now?
DePaul.
DePaul? Okay.
Yeah, DePaul.
DePaul did really good here on the first round. Did a really good job with not really counter picking, but doing a really good team comp to start out with, forcing Faulkner to kind of take the back foot in the first round,
Right.
trying to figure out their play style as well, and did a really good job all around. One of the big things that I saw was that Zyon was struggling a little bit there, trying to keep up with all the stuff that was happening because Genji was in the back line or was always doing something because he was just everywhere that game.
He was. That was a very good Genji.
He was. And then we had the really good Jungler Queen who was making absolute money ults every single time she was using them. And that actually really hurt us there because her ults cost us point at least 1 or 2 times in this very short round.
Yeah, that final round too, you saw really the same kind of problem that we had when we lost the first one, which was just let them get a little too much breathing room early, and then they were able to just ult dump and then jump on point, and then there was nothing we could do because if you don't have ult advantage at that point, then if they're going to ult dump, even if you're a more skilled player, they're going to take point at that point, and if you already are at 93-94%, it's real easy to just keep everybody off until you get that last 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So something for Faulkner to learn from. Hopefully they can push on a little further and be able to have a better round in the next one, which this next one is going to be a hybrid map, so you have to take point and then do the escort mission. But hopefully Faulkner able to make some adjustments there and correct some of the mistakes that were made.
Yeah.
But this is clearly a very good team, and a team that would be a formidable opponent for us, being able to take us on a domination map like that. So
what's a character you could see being played in this next round based off the other team's comp that they were playing?
Well, I got to be honest. I think that would largely depend on what map we get, because especially if we're attacking first, King's Row, especially that first point, hard to go wrong with a Widow. And I could definitely see Jesse busting out the Widow and just using that ability to snipe in the back line, something like that, especially since it's hard to get into the back lines with just a more mobile character like your Genjis or your Symmetras or something like that normally like to sneak in. Can't really do that on King's Row. So I would see probably Black Widow or somebody else that has some long range capability. I could see him staying Bastion.
Yeah, the wrong character. Black Widow is the Marvel Rivals. Remember?
That's right. Black Widow is the Marvel Rivals version. Just Widowmaker. Yes. She's clearly based off of Black Widow, though.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, one of the funnier things, and we've talked about this before. I don't know if I've talked about it with you, but I know I've talked about it with some of the other Overwatch guys.
Yeah.
All of the characters in Overwatch are very clearly based off of another pop culture character. Yeah. Like Widowmaker is clearly based off of Black Widow. Genji is clearly based off of Snake Eyes.
Reinhardt's just Captain America.
Reinhardt is Captain America. Soldier 76 is G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Or Bucky.
Well, yeah, I was actually going to go McCree for Bucky, but
That's fair.
he has the whole fake arm thing. He has the whole like rough cowboy character. Sort of
You're
thing.
right. You're right. That's fair.
And then you've got, I mean, we could go through the whole list, but Winston's clearly Gorilla Grodd from
So
DC.
true. So true.
I mean, they all have very clear counterpoint. Actually, one of the very few ones that doesn't, or at least none that I can think of, is
The horse, Orisa.
yeah, that was it. I don't know why I couldn't think of Orisa.
The mechanical horse that is Orisa.
Like someone pointed out Venture, and I was like, dude, Venture's totally Mole from Atlantis the Lost
Yeah, I
Empire.
love that movie.
Great movie.
Well, looks like we're getting into the second round, and it looks like Faulkner is going to be on defense this round, and I really do like their comp. Their comp looks so much fun. All right, Faulkner putting shield on the higher ground to protect the DPS here in the Freya. All right, Whirly Boom doing great damage on the top here, getting nice poke. Dropping down here, trying to take get better damage on the healer and on the tank as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like a gentle rain.
All right, we have Kiriko here doing great healing here. Enemy tank goes jump backline, and they're going all in here. Tank is going to go down here. Yeah, there it goes.
Oh, and they're able to take it out. Sigma,
But other team gets really good pressure on point here. Faulkner need to just get on point. Faulkner kind of struggling here. Whirly Boom gets a great kill with Freya.
yeah, it seems like what happens is they are able to get somebody low, but then something more immediate happens and they have to turn their attention to something else, and so they wind up not getting those picks.
This team making an absolute full advantage or like a full use of the Jungle Queen here. Knows the ins and the outs of this character really well. Able to jump backline like an absolute maniac.
Yeah, and I don't know as much about Freya, but you know, another sniper character, kind of what you would expect for this map.
Yeah,
Nice kill.
absolutely does a marvelous job there, getting a kill on the Venture. Oh, gets really knocked down low. The Bastion having to go backlines to heal back up.
My gift to you.
All right. Zyon putting a lot of pressure on the front here. But it gets murked by that Jungle Queen.
Yep.
Putting
That Jungle Queen has been a real pain this particular round.
Venture getting some pressure back, and then gets attention from Mike, and that actually gets him killed right there.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's probably going to get them, if not to checkpoint, really close to it.
So I'm kind of struggling with trying to counter the Jungle Queen here, not really knowing how to play around her because of like her play style.
Yeah, what would he need to do to be able to take out the Jungle Queen?
Honestly, right now in this meta, I don't even know. It's been so weird right now recently. Zyon does ult. Tries to get straight to the Kiriko. Gets the Kiriko. Chiaki and Shadow both go down, but them going down is just enough that they get exactly what they want and are able to push straight to point.
Yeah, that's going to be checkpoint, and then Faulkner is going to have to come up with a completely new strategy, maybe even a new comp to be able to do anything against this team, because they're just able to be so effective at taking them out.
Basically, the entirety of how they're playing is they're playing a hyper brawler here with a half brawler, half snipe combo, and it's really nasty.
Okay, so we see the
Kitsune Rush
Roadhog coming out.
Sune comes out and is trying her best to heal, but this team is so good at just getting in on them and just absolutely murking them.
Yeah, and you're watching the target focusing being really effective here too.
Yeah.
Faulkner's going to have time to mount one more defensive, but there is a lot of time left on the clock, so they're going to have a Herculean effort to keep this team.
Yeah, that's a big word.
Herculean?
Yeah, Herculean. Jesse pulls out his Cassidy and is almost
Oh
able to
man, he was
kill.
a bullet short.
Right there, I probably would have just ulted, honestly.
That's so frustrating
Yeah,
to
it
run
really
out of
is.
bullets like right when you're about to get the kill.
Yeah. And Roadhog does go down there. That is so frustrating right there. Faulkner getting kind of shut out there.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing fine before point was unlocked, but once it did, I don't know that I've seen a team be that effective at pushing payload ever.
They were playing extremely, like, I don't think like the words, like there's enough words to like describe how absolute hyper brawler this team is. When they're playing defense, they're playing hyper brawler. Whenever they're offense, they're playing hyper brawler. So we just kind of have to figure out what beats a hyper brawler, and that's going to be a difficult one. Because right now, Hyper Brawl is kind of a really good one because Lucio can speed up this entire team, forces everyone onto point, and that's exactly what Jungle Queen wants. She acts as 1, 2, or 3 people and gets her her debuff on everyone and just starts healing herself. It is extremely annoying.
What about, and I'm just throwing this out there, Mercy Reinhardt combo?
Mercy Reinhardt combo. Right now, I think the Mercy would not be a very good option because they have the Ashe in the backline.
Oh, good point. I didn't think about that.
That takes care of our backline right there. Because while we're all spread out trying to take care of them in our lines, the Ashe is just sitting in the back just saying, I can do exactly what you do, but better.
Well, it looks like we're actually pulling our own Ashe out.
Yeah, and we're using Mei. And honestly,
Okay, now Mei makes sense.
Mei makes a lot of sense. I could also see a vouch for Symmetra
Yes.
because her trap's slow. And that can really affect them.
Yeah, so both Mei and Symmetra are great at affecting the pace of a battle.
Yeah.
And so if you're going hyper aggro, that can really mess up your strategy. So I can see both of those being good options. Now we're seeing Zyon try to use the Roadhog to hook somebody and get an early pick. Isn't quite able to do it, comes close.
William tries to snipe the Gentry here, but is unable to get that shot right there.
You know, sniper characters are very effective against Genji, but only if you actually hit him, which is hard to do.
Oh, and the Gentry gets walled off.
Yeah, but they're still taking way too long to kill him.
And there we go. We got a great kill on the Genji, and that gives us a nice little opening there to get the point.
Yep, we better make hay while the sun shines before he comes back.
It's a funny analogy right there.
Well, I'm a farm boy. Oh, I love the dynamite going in.
Yep. Puts good pressure on point. But unable to get this choke. Goodness.
They're really pushing them hard.
Yeah, they are. Right now.
Oh, and our Ashe gets their Ashe.
Yep. Roadhog in a bad spot in a really bad way. Is really squishy, has very low defense, even though he is a tank. And there goes Jungle Queen walking into our spawn like an absolute maniac. Yeah.
Which, to be fair, does fit her character.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot we can do against this this absolute maniac of a Jungle Queen. Honestly, our best bet right here, from what I've seen so far, was our Reaper. I haven't seen it since the first game. Good movement from the healer here. Mike gets to his person where he needs to be at the exact moment.
So you're seeing Zai being a great job at doing his job, which is being a giant bullet sponge. Oh, very nice. The wall and the pull with the hook.
But unfortunately, his entire team was dead right where he needed to be.
Yeah, it is a shame because that was an extremely nice move there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he doesn't get to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
And the other team has pushed us essentially back into our spawn.
starts raindropping them. Here goes,
and there's
Roadhog ult.
Roadhog ult.
Unfortunately, gets countered by Lucio, but
Nice!
he gets absolutely murked.
Good pick. And that is probably going to be enough for Faulkner to take point here.
Yep.
Oh, but Genji does come in. We are able to get the first tick.
Yep. But unfortunately, that's probably all we're going to be able to get out of this push. Oh, man. This team is absolutely walling us out here. And really being frustrated at the truck.
Yes.
For good reason.
That bus, I don't know why it's here. Have you noticed that bus is parked there every single time we play this game?
Yep.
It's like it doesn't go anywhere.
All right. Really needs to make something happen here. Has ult here. Oh! Roadhog getting knocked down low. Gets the tank. This is big.
Don't know how this is going to end up, but they're going to have to do something about their damage dealing potential here.
Yeah, do it quick. Oh, poorly Boone trying to dip the other team here on Ash, but is unable to do so.
Yeah, it wasn't a terrible strategy considering how little time we had left, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, and
he's not going to
unfortunately-
be able to touch.
That's a rough choke point right there. In all honesty, it is extremely tight, and Zyon kind of getting a little flustered here with the Roadhog pick. Roadhog's been kind of not great right now due to the meta. He's been in a bad spot for a while. We thought it was going to get fixed with the newest patch whenever he got his level ups and things like that, but he's just been kind of lackluster recently.
Well, and I know that one thing, he actually got buffed to the point to where he was kind of broken
Yeah.
when they first came out with Pigpen.
Yeah.
But now that they've moved Pigpen to just a perk that you don't normally have,
Yeah.
that has really hurt his viability, especially early in the game before those perks come out.
Mm-hmm. One of the biggest things here is we've stepped away from using Reaper in these fights because I don't know exactly why, the rationale behind it, but I'm thinking the captain wanted a more defensive play style, and that's fine. But whenever you're playing a defense into brawler, you need to go anti-brawler, and Reaper is one of those anti-brawler characters.
Mm-hmm.
Reaper is anti-brawler, Mei is anti-brawler, Pharah is anti-brawler as well. So there's a lot of options you can use, because if you have Pharah who's just...
I don't think we have a Pharah player, though.
That's fair. I mean, Pharah players are few and far between, especially right now. You don't see a whole lot of Pharah in pro play, because Pharah is one of those characters who is, as long as the other team's got really good aim, you're not playing. You're just not playing. And that's probably one of the reasons why we don't have a Pharah player. But we also saw someone pull out Symmetra tonight. And that's a good idea to try and counter the Jungle Queen a little bit, but it just ultimately kind of fell on its face because of the healers and the opposing DPS as well.
Yeah, I think for what we have, the tools that are in the toolbox,
Yeah.
I think probably Reaper and Mei were our best bets.
Reaper and
and
Mei
we did
is-
see Reaper and Mei, but never together.
Yeah, Reaper and Mei is a really good combo. But one thing that I could see happening is we need to try and play counter tank here, just because their tank is probably their most important player. If their tank is alive, we are not, and that's just how it's been the entire time in the second round. So we need to find a tank that can kind of go about getting around this character. And honestly, I think characters like Wrecking Ball work really well. Characters like Doomfist work pretty well. And honestly, Reinhardt wouldn't be bad, because in all honesty, Reinhardt kind of out-brawlers Jungle Queen in certain circumstances. And to that, my ideal team going into this one would probably be Anna as a support,
I could see that, yeah.
along with a Life Weaver, to try and get our guys out of the way of the Jungle Queen.
Well, I know Sniper Mike loves his Life Weaver.
Yeah, along with Reaper, Mei, and then round it off with a Reinhardt. I think that is something that we could see tonight, if they kind of try and play Counterwatch. But In all honesty, I do believe that characters that we've been playing tonight, such as Bastion and such as the Zarya, they can work. We just have to have that right synergy and that right player targetability.
Yeah. So I will say a Reinhardt charge is very effective against Junker Queen because it takes her out of position and simultaneously puts her in a position to where she's going to have to go face to face with the hammer, and that is not a place you want to be.
One of the cool things about Reinhardt right now in the arena mode, there's a perk that you can get for Reinhardt, and it allows you to charge indefinitely until you hit a wall. So people have found lineups on maps where they can pin somebody and start drifting around corners on maps and hold somebody out of combat for the entire game. And
That's really funny.
Before they patched this, because I know they patched this, before they patched it, since the player that is being pinned cannot move, cannot do anything, if they do not get unpinned within a certain time frame, they disconnect.
So he literally disconnects them from the game.
Yeah, because they cannot physically do any inputs during it.
Right, you're just completely frozen.
So it forced people to disconnect from the game due to inactivity.
Hilarious. I did not know that was the case.
Yeah, the only thing you gotta do is have someone have a Reinhardt that can charge indefinitely for more than I think 2 minutes.
So basically, you just have to get them to a specific spot, draw circles, and then you can remove someone from the game forcibly. That's really funny.
Now, is that very reliable? No.
Is it sportsmanlike? No, it is not.
I mean, I think it's pretty sportsmanlike. I mean,
no, it's not
if
sportsmanlike.
it's in the game, it was meant to be abused. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't think that's how that works.
It also looks like they're switching out one of their players. It looks like they're switching AMZ out for a person called, I believe his name's Jester. So
we have not made a substitution, even though we have Grumpy waiting in the wings.
yeah.
Also, as the great philosopher Frizik once said, "My way is not very sportsmanlike."
But
Great movie.
Yeah. What movie is that from, by the way?
Oh, that's Princess Bride. My references are wasted on you, Josh.
Yeah, most of them are, unfortunately.
I guarantee you most of the audience got that joke.
Probably. I'm not very pop culture. What can I say?
Well, I mean, we do need to just kidnap you one Saturday and make you watch all 3 Lord of the Rings extended cuts. But Princess Bride's only like an hour and a half long, so that one's very doable.
Coach, you know where I am every single Saturday from 5 to 10.
That's true. Why haven't I thought of this before? Huh.
Speaking of which, I'm only scheduled from 5 to 10 this week.
Oh, are you not scheduled during the week at all?
No, just 5 to 10 on Saturday.
Oh, that's right, because I had to switch out because of Brock. Yeah.
You know where I am. I'm in the arena.
My brain is toasted right now.
To be fair, you have every right to be so.
So I'm a little better right now because I slept from like 7:30, 8 in the morning to about 3 this afternoon.
I wish I could sleep. That sounds nice.
I was at the hospital. Looking after my grandfather. So for those of you in the audience, he's still in the ICU. So be praying for him and my family as we're going through all this. But that's where I was last night. And then, but here's the silver lining to all things, because I had so much, just time where I'm sitting in a waiting room at the hospital. I was able to get 3 of the Who's lines finished. Like completely finished, which, by the way, leads us into a great segue to remind everybody that the charity live stream is going to be coming up on Friday, and we've actually just extended the charity live stream because the opponents for the Faulkner White team this week actually could not find any other time to play unless it was earlier that Friday afternoon. So what we're going to do is at 4 p.m. We're going to be starting a Faulkner White game, and then we're going to go all the way to 2 a.m. So you guys are getting 10 hours of mostly continuous live stream. Now, because it's a Smash Bros. Game and then a Counter-Strike game, we actually are going to have the broadcast go down for about 10 to 15 minutes after the Smash Bros. Game is over to pick it back up. But we're going to treat it as though it's just part of that continuous stream.
Yeah.
So
as one does. As
right.
One does.
So will it be completely continuous? No, there is going to be like 10 to 15 minutes of downtime, but other than that, we're just going to keep rolling with it, and you will be able to donate at 4 p.m. whenever we bring that up. So be sure to watch that out. I'll already be in costume. Many of the other people will probably already be in costume. So we're just going to have a good time with it, and we look forward to that. And we're raising tons of money for the people who have been affected by the war over in Ukraine through the mission work that I've been with. I've been over to Ukraine 3 times now. And just going over there and helping people who really need it. There's a great need for medical supplies, as you can imagine. They have a whole lot of war vets now that are disabled or need constant medical attention. And because of that, the demand for medical attention far out surpasses their ability to provide care, especially with the limited amount of medical supplies and stuff like that. So that's where your money is going to go. It's going to be helping medical supplies, humanitarian supplies, food, that kind of thing, to displaced families and to soldiers that have been wounded in combat. Yeah. So with that being said, it looks like we've got round 3, which is a flashpoint. This has traditionally been Faulkner's strongest game mode, and typically this is where we make the most noise. So let's see if that holds true tonight as well.
Usually this is the map that we start out playing.
Yes.
But tonight, looks like we're swapped up our team comp, which has kind of shown a little bit of how I was talking about. We have a Life Weaver, we have a Brawl, which is Hazard.
Yep.
We have a backline, which is Sojourn. Reaper is here, and another healer as well. I think it's Wu Yang or something like that.
Wu Yang?
Yeah.
I didn't see him, but I'll take your word for it. Oh, it is Wu Yang. You're right.
Faulkner is kind of called out here, and 2 of our players do go down, but Shadow is able to get a kill on the
McCree.
Yes. Ah, no. Unfortunately, Faulkner kind of getting caught out a little bit there, not really grouped up together where they needed to be, and do get snuffed off point here.
Yeah, I really do think that the reason that we do better on Flashpoint is we're better at taking points than we are at keeping points. And because of that, there's a much shorter time on the Flashpoints than the regular control points, and that's why I think we're more effective at this particular mode.
Zyon taking a lot of damage here. Gets knocked down to 10 HP. Ooh. And it does get out, though.
He survives. He lives.
Echo is in backline in a really bad way. Does go down.
Yep, we're able to take the Echo. Lifeweaver using his platform to stay out of trouble here, and they're able to push in some. Although that hazard,
more healing here.
That hazard is really low.
Yeah. Pumping absolute crazy amounts of
I heard of a McCree ult. That's going to be trouble.
He does pop it and gets nobody off of it, thankfully. Woo! And Shadow does get a kill.
Shadow actually kills him instead.
Yep.
Oh,
and Hazard goes
nice
back
pick.
and gets the Echo.
Yes. Very good pick by the Hazard.
Making good push on the point, and that will be point secured.
Oh, back to our earlier discussion, Hazard is Shadow the Hedgehog. With a needle gun from Halo. So he's like a combination.
Wu Cheng goes down, Rolly Boom goes down. Zyon gets a kill on Lucio.
Oh, nice. Chases him down and gets the kill. Oh, this is stressful.
Oh,
nice headshot.
Need to kill this guy as fast as possible.
Yeah, so that's the...
Gets him.
Yeah, the Echo goes down. Echo, of course, had been changed into Lifeweaver. And we're able to take point.
Faulkner getting way too close for comfort here on this point. When I said in that point, I was like, oh shoot, I might have just commentator cursed that.
Yeah, you saw some target priority really taking place there, though.
Yeah.
Instead of getting spread out or too distracted, they did a much better job of focusing on one player at a time and then knocking them down. All right, if Faulkner can win this team fight, depending on how much time it takes, they should be able to take point.
Rolly Boom does get a kill, along with Shadow gets a kill as well.
Yep.
Rolly Boom gets another.
Oh, and Rolly Boom gets the McCree. Impressive.
Rolly Boom gets another.
Wow.
Getting a triple there. Love to see it. So securing almost the rest of this point, it'll be very hard for the other team to get back just in time. To
Yeah,
get this point.
honestly, they could make a push here. Like, they probably will make it back in time to make one, but they may just opt to go to a different point.
Yeah. Nope, they're gonna try and go for it.
Well, I mean, they are at 99. I get the logic.
Lucio goes down.
Although Lucio is killed immediately. And then the McCree goes down. Now they're just kind of running in one by one.
They don't have a choice now at this point. They've already gone too far
Yeah,
in.
they've invested now.
Yep.
And Life Tree is going to be able to sustain us in this one.
Yep.
And that means that we take flashpoint numero uno.
Mm-hmm.
Por favor.
I don't know how I should think about this one.
Well, you are Mexican. I don't know if you should be offended or not.
That's my thinking on it too. I'm not sure how to feel. All right.
It was funny, but maybe I should be offended. I don't know.
All right.
Feelings.
Wu Yang goes on point here. Kind of not a great.
I was about to say, I don't know what the thinking behind that platform was.
I mean, I like the pedal, but I like the positioning of the pedal.
It's a good technique. I just don't know why you would use it there.
All right.
Okay, so Faulkner takes point first this time.
Yep. Faulkner does a lot better on defense on this map, in my opinion.
I would concur, and I think it's maybe because the point is smaller.
Oh, and Whirly Boom kind of gets caught out there.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting that. Oh, and then they're gonna ult dump here.
Oh, McCree gets a kill, but Summer Mike gets a kill as well.
Oh yeah.
Goes down, Mike goes down, and Zyon goes down as well. But we have already gotten about 40% on the point as well already, so we're in a good spot going into this next push.
Yeah, we should be able to regroup fairly quickly, and I imagine by the time we get there, they will have gotten close to the same amount as us.
Mm-hmm. Whirly Boom's going around again. I don't know what got him killed last time, but we're gonna see if it pays off for him this time. Oh, but what that time? Did I hear that right?
I don't know. I just know our hazard went down, and after our hazard went down, it was just the domino effect.
Oh, she almost gets out. Does she get out? I think she does.
She does.
They really goofed up that one.
Yeah, that was a wasted opportunity for the demons.
Yep. All right. Point now at 90%. Faulkner gonna try and make a push here. Not sure if they're gonna be able to make it exactly how fast they want it. Oh, let's get a kill there.
They might be able to pull this out, but they pull out Junker Queen ult.
Yep.
Is that going to be enough?
Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah,
be enough.
it is. Unfortunately, that Junker Queen gets 4 kills.
Yeah. Junker Queen being an absolute problem for Faulkner here tonight.
Yep, and that is going to be point. Yeah, it seems like Faulkner has just, no matter what map it is, what mode it is, whatever, we do not have an answer for this Junker Queen. Yeah. And when Junker Queen is on point, we lose. When Junker Queen makes a mistake or moves a little too far up, we can win, but that's about the only... We have to, like, basically wait on them to make a mistake.
We're waiting on the mistakes, which is not the best way to try and play.
It's not a great strategy, Josh.
No. And Zyon goes in more by himself this time. Not... Gets life gripped out of there.
Yeah. We're getting some heavy pressure here.
Goodness. Did Junker Queen get buffed recently? Because that feels excessive.
Josh is calling shenanigans.
That feels like a lot right there. Like, she's taking almost no damage. She did like one shot one of her players. She just turned around one shot the guy and just left. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should play Junker Queen. Give it a try.
I gotta be honest, I've tried to play Junker Queen and I don't get it.
I do.
I always die whenever I try to play Hazard.
That's fair. All right. Oh, Hazard ult comes out. Gets the McCree, but unable to do much off of it, and does go down. Mike goes in, but unfortunately is snuffed out as well.
Yep.
That probably will be second point there. Faulkner might be able to make it back, but it's going to be close.
It will be close. They may opt that it's just better to move on and take the next point.
Yeah. It looks like Zyon's going to try and push it here.
Nope, they are going to push. Okay.
But gets knocked back, and yeah, unfortunately just not having enough time to make a good push there.
I think they figured out Hazard because he has died first in the last 3 team fights. I think they need to switch.
Switching, unfortunately, has become a whole lot less effective in the recent meta. Due to the level system, you do not keep your levels when you switch.
Right. If you do switch, you revert back to level 1.
Yep.
But at this point, I don't know. It just seems like that is the better play. But that's just my opinion.
Feeling better.
There's a reason they're in there and I'm not.
Honestly, Wu Yang is a good healer, but I don't think he's the play for here. I think the Hazard could still work.
Okay, fair enough.
Zyon making a good attempt here. Jumps into back. Gets 1.
Gets 2.
Unfortunately, his team is down 2 players right now. Not able to make a great push here, but still going to try anyway.
Yeah, and they all kind of come out of that one corner.
Other teams having a great target priority on our back line. Making it very hard for us to push on in the point here.
Yeah, it seems like we're a little too spread out.
Life Tree comes out here.
But so does Kiriko ult, so
And
got dual and support ults. Let's see if it works.
Worldly Boom goes in as Tracer, but goes down as well. So does Zyon, and that's going to be team wipe.
Yep.
My tree is gone. Find cover.
But now Faulkner no longer has any points that it can lose, so it has to go in after this one.
Unfortunately, it's going to be a very, very tight time frame trying to get here on the point. Tracer's going to go around and get on point.
And does slip in.
Zyon gets 2 kills.
And Faulkner caps point.
Yep.
Can they stay alive long enough? It looks like they can.
Tracer
Kiriko
might have been the best option there for Faulkner.
I think she definitely was.
Having used a lot of ults to win that fight, but still, every ult is worth it as long as you can stay in the fight.
Yep, well, considering the other option was losing the game, yes, that was the correct play.
All right, Worldly Boom trying to kind of find himself a spot where he can kind of get behind the team and do a lot of damage. He needs to get ult off here soon so he can stay in this fight.
Yeah, kind of dueling with that Venture. Oh, and gets rescued by Lifeweaver.
Does good damage here, but unfortunately Mike, and they are targeting the healers hard.
Yeah.
And unfortunately we're just not able to do anything, and there's no answer for it.
Yeah, both of the healers go down. That
So
means
does the Tracer, and yeah.
Yeah, we have nobody left on point. They take point, and that's going to be game unless we can get there in time, and I don't think we can.
Oh, we do!
We do! Oh, the Reaper just teleports in, and he does get a kill.
Oh, is it
Oh,
close? He fades. He fades. Gives him just enough time to get more people on point, but is it going to be enough?
we will see. Oh man, this is so close.
Unfortunately, Faulkner kind of staggering back on the point here. Not ideal, but they're going to try. Oh, and
No,
just
they get
barely
pushed
not
off.
enough time.
Yep. We came within an eyelash, and man, what a play by the captain to keep the game alive a little longer, but unfortunately it does not result in them being able to take point back. So that's going to be it for this one. And the thing is, I think you saw yeah, you know, we talked a lot about how Junker Queen was the difference maker in that game, and it really was.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that Venture,
Venture was doing good damage, yeah.
she was, and I know it's easy to point that out after play of the game, but that was something that was consistent really throughout the game, is that you wouldn't see like a ton of kills like you would against the Junker Queen, but it seemed like if there was an early pick, it was very, very often that Venture.
Yeah.
So
another good showing from Faulkner, unable to eke out that win right there, but going into this next round, there's another round, right?
There's not. That was game.
that was game. Oh,
Yeah, because that was the third round.
I lose track sometimes.
It happens. It's okay. Yeah.
But still, Faulkner did a great job tonight. Unable to get pushed in, and was unable to hold as much as we wanted to. But still did a great try going into every single one of these matches. Didn't get shut out that much, except for that one time. One time where they were on that push map.
Yeah, that hybrid map was rough.
It was very rough, and that really hurt. I think that might have hurt team morale a whole bunch. But they still played it to the end, and they still did a really good job. And yeah, the choke points, especially into that Jungle Queen, were really nasty.
Yeah, I think the team comp that they had just really hard countered the team comp that we had, and it may have been one of those issues where on a sheer skill to skill level, we're at least comparable to the other team. I don't know that for sure.
No, I think that's a pretty valid take.
But the reason I'm basing that off of is round one.
Yeah.
Because in round one, it was blow for blow, back and forth the whole time. But in the subsequent rounds, I think that they just had a team that specifically counters what our team is good at, because we're used to playing a lot of dive teams and a lot of teams that are the opposite, where they rely heavily on their supports and play very defensively. We're not really used to brawl. That's not a team comp we've come up against very often before. And so because of that, I think that just kind of caught us off guard, and it may be one of those situations where in terms of skill, our team is roughly equal to their team, but the play style they have is just a really good counter for our play style. I think that's what happened just based on my own observation. And I'm a straight shooter, even though I love my Eagles and I always put a positive spin on things. I will be honest with you, and I think that's just what happened tonight.
Yeah.
Is we just got a team that specifically is good at the thing that we're specifically bad against.
But still, great job from Faulkner, and we're gonna have another game soon here in a bit. So I'm hopeful that
Yes.
they'll kind of take a little bit from their game tonight right in here, and they'll kind of bring it into the next match and kind of uplift themselves, if you will.
Right. Leg one of the doubleheader has completed, but leg two commences and rolls on. And, it is important to note that considering one of the losses earlier this year is a forfeit, this would actually only be our second real loss of the season, which means that all we have to do is win another match and we're back to 500, and we still have a very good shot at making playoffs this year. And I know that part of the reason we're emphasizing that aspect of it is because it's getting around mid-season to where teams are starting to feel out where they are in their league and what position they're going to be in. And Faulkner really needs to be able to pull out another win here. But, we're playing a team that we should be able to beat in the second round. So it sucks. I know that nobody likes to lose a game, but we got to pick ourselves up and dust ourselves off and get back on the horse.
Yeah.
And we will do that for the next game. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we will be right back for the post-game show.
College, law school, this is a formative time for people. But it's not just about getting a degree. And I think when students come to school here, when people work here, that's what they get to see. The folks here will love you, take care of you, look out for you, and along the way, help you get a great education. I love that. I would tell students who are interested in potentially going to law school that they can learn the law anywhere, but not every learning environment is the same. So I think it's important for them to consider where they can go and be comfortable, where they can go and be encouraged, where they can go and be loved. And that's what they'll find here. There are larger schools, there are schools with bigger names, but there aren't schools with bigger hearts than Faulkner's Law School. We love our students. We don't apologize for that. We don't hide that. And they're not going to find that everywhere, but they can definitely find that here.
Faulkner University's online executive MBA program is now accepting applications. Earn your Master of Business Administration in as little as a year. Advance your career and apply today at faulkner.edu.
I wanted to take my career to a higher level, so I searched for an MBA program that fits my schedule, that's accredited, and aligns with my Christian values. I found the perfect MBA at Faulkner University. Faulkner's MBA program consists of 10 5-week courses completely online, and the quality of instruction is excellent. Imagine how earning your MBA degree can help boost your career. and get you to where you want to be. Visit faulkner.edu/advance to learn how you can get started.
It is state of the art. It is unlike any other school I have ever been a part of. It's interdisciplinary. It has huge spaces with lots of opportunities for students to work with physical therapists and speech therapists and physician's assistants. There is collaboration amongst the faculty as well as the students. So if you're thinking about Faulkner, just come to, or we'll talk you into it in about 10 minutes.
My Faulkner experience was one that I would advise anyone to take. I selected Faulkner because of, number one, because of the Christian values. The second part was the dedicated program that they had for what I wanted to do with my career, which was go into human resources. And so having that dedicated program and seeing that I could finish on time and finish within a short period of time, relatively, really was the one thing, some of the things that inspired me to come to Faulkner. My degree in HR got me into human resources in the automotive field, and having the degree from Faulkner was well recognized and well respected, and so the community in Alabama knows about Faulkner, and they recognize that Faulkner graduates are going to be some of the top-notch employees, and they're going to have good values, they're going to have good ethics, they're going to have all the things that employers are looking for now. So that really was one thing that Faulkner did for me, was give me credibility with local employers.
Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for being here on the post-game show. I'm here with one Michael,
Yes.
Sniper Mike Jr., as some have known to call him, Michael Johnston.
Yes.
And we're happy to have him with us, give us some insight into what was going on. So, Mike, I got to ask you about this. It seemed like the biggest thorn in the side the whole game was the opposing team's Junker Queen.
Yes.
It seemed like y'all never really found a good answer to that, didn't have a team comp that could work around her. So what was the issue there? Was there anything you could have done different, or were there different things that you tried that you thought would work and it wound up not working? Like, what was going on there?
Okay, so first match, the first round, we were just kind of figuring them out and just trying to figure out who to play. And I think we had a solid push on the first map, but we couldn't quite get there. The second round, we swapped a couple of characters up, and then we just played together as a team. Like, we had better communication. It was just better. And so when we went into the third push, we had good communication, but the Junker Queen and then the Genji just kept diving us. Our biggest issue, in my opinion, was the Junker Queen, but I think if we would have got rid of that Genji faster, or maybe... See, we couldn't ban a Kiri, because if we did... Now, I know we didn't... We only played Kiri for, like, a match, but if we had banned Kiri, then when Junker Queen pops her ult, we wouldn't have what do you call it? Something to use against that, because she cleanses.
Right. Yeah.
But we're still working on Kiri. Second match, we just kind of fell in the slumps a little bit. Communication was off a little bit. The morals was really good. We still, were holding each other highly, and it was just positioning, honestly, for us. Because if you have a tank who's diving you, and they're on your supports, and then just a combination of everything with the Genji and the Junker Queen.
Yeah, and as someone who plays support, I'm sure that was frustrating for you to constantly have somebody on you.
It was. I was trying to, and I felt a little off today. Maybe, I don't know what it was, but so I don't think I was playing to the best of my ability. But this next game that we have coming up, we're gonna get some warm ups. We're gonna talk about it, and I feel pretty good. We definitely could have won against this team. If we ever face them again, I think we'll have a better matchup.
Okay, well, we could see them in the playoff potentially.
Yes.
But yeah, so I think that was definitely an issue. Although I will say this too, normally you guys are really good at Flashpoint. And in the first round, when you guys had to just take point, it seemed like you were really good at taking point. You struggled a little bit to keep point, and that was really the difference maker there.
Yeah, once we got onto point, it's easier to hold than push. Like, for us, at least, because once we get onto point, it's pretty easy for us to keep it. But it's the fact that you just have 400 HP character pushing you, and it's rough. But our biggest thing in all of those matches, and if we would have fixed it, I know we would have won, was our positioning, because we kept splitting off.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that was messing us up.
Which, granted, that's an easy instinct to have when Junker Queen comes charging into your lines for everybody to, like, back up. But at the same time, that actually, even though that's the instinctual thing to do, that can actually be a bad thing if it's not done correctly. So. And
we did have a Reaper, so, like, obviously he's going to peel off and go do his own thing, be a little goofy every now and then.
Right.
And that actually got us a lot of good picks there.
Yeah, whether it was Worldly Boom or Jesse playing Reaper, there were some really nice Reaper plays tonight.
Yes. Positioning. I think that's the biggest thing. Communication was, the second game, communication was a little rough. Third game, communication was fantastic. It was just positioning.
Yep.
That's our biggest thing. Just splitting off, getting around in a little cubby hole, nobody can see you, and you die.
Well, was it Chiaki was the one playing Life Weaver in round 3, or was that you?
That was Payton, yes.
Okay. One thing that happened, and I'm not sure if she did it on purpose or there was like a strategy behind it or what, but at one point she popped her pedal platform, and it was like behind a wall, and I was like, did she forget that wall was there, or was she thinking someone might try to come from behind? Like, what was that?
Yeah. I know one play, it was just her by herself, and she popped her pedal, and it actually got her away because the enemy team didn't kill her. And it was the last round.
Yeah, she's really good at using those. Yes. And yeah, I know you're a big fan of Life Weaver play as well.
Yeah, positioning. But we had... It was just good morale. Like, we were keeping it lighthearted, and I love this team. We're so good at that.
It's a fun team to be around.
Yes, it is.
Even though I'm not around them quite as much as I am some of the other teams, just because, frankly, I'm not much help when it comes to Overwatch.
Great guys. I've known them for almost all of them for 3 years.
Yeah. It's a really good group this year. I'm really happy with the team comp. I did notice that we didn't see Luke play. Y'all threw in Zyon instead, so that was interesting.
I don't know. That's just Jesse's methodical thinking.
Yep.
As I like to call it.
Whatever works for him.
Yes.
But, all right. Well, thank you, Mike. Appreciate you giving us some insight and helping us understand exactly what was going on. That was a fascinating exchange there. And also the game, sometimes you just come up a little bit short. Like Jesse was saying in there earlier when we were talking, I think this was a winnable game too, but we just wasn't our night, and we seemed to come up against a team that was specifically good at the thing we specifically haven't had much practice against.
It was something in the water, Coach.
It was. Well, I mean, like I think you would agree with this. This is what Josh and I were talking about before you came in here. It seemed as though they played exclusively heavy brawl comps, and I don't know that we've ever seen a brawl comp in competition. Like, we almost always play either dive or super defensive.
Yeah.
And so this was kind of a different kind of team.
Normally, if they're like super like in and out like that, they'll play Doomfist, which we've played against a Doomfist before.
Right.
But Junker Queen, it's a one-off. It's like, because we don't really play, but it was a good match. I enjoyed it.
Well, I mean, it's a learning experience.
Yes.
And hopefully y'all can get some good video review in and be able to know what to do with that if somebody else tries a comp like that in the future. But yeah, so that's going to be it for us for the evening. We're going to go ahead and tell you about some of our fantastic things we got coming up in the broadcast. If our producer will bring it up on teleprompter at some point. He's still playing on his phone.
Got games on your phone?
There we go. So the next broadcast is going to be actually League of Legends versus DePaul. So we're playing DePaul in League of Legends tomorrow, and that's going to be October the 22nd at, it actually says 7 p.m., but that's going to be 9:30 p.m.
Late one.
So I do happen to know that one, it was just lucky that I happen to know the broadcast time and date for that one. And then, of course, we have another Overwatch 2 game that is coming up against State University of New York at Onetta. Mouthful. It takes you a while to say that one, but that is who we're going to be playing next, and that's coming up in about 40 minutes.
Yes,
so we got
dragons.
Yeah,
I don't even think they exist.
That's versus
I've never
dragon.
seen a red dragon.
Oh, red dragons totally exist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't know that, Mike.
Oh, they're in England. I've
Yes,
never been in
we
England.
live in America. We don't have them here. Anyway, now that I've schooled Mike on basic biology.
My bad. Still learning.
No, it's cool. No, we've got the Red Dragons tonight at 9 p.m., so be sure to stick around. We're going to drop off the air for about 20, 30-ish minutes, and then we'll be back on with that next game. Special thanks to everybody that was doing a great job of keeping us on the air and making us look good, like our man Cooper Fisher, doing a great job behind the production desk and making sure the game looks snazzy, looks sharp, and we appreciate all he does for us. And, of course, my broadcast partner, Mr. Joshua Chalchi, doing a fantastic job of adding some flavor to the broadcast. I'm looking forward to commentating another game with him here in just a little bit. And, of course, I'm your head coach, Caleb Colquitt, saying so long, and thank you for watching from Regitar USA High-Res Arena for the final time. That final score came down to be DePaul 3, Faulkner 0. The Eagles came up just a little bit shy against the Demons, but we're going to drop back and hopefully get a victory in this next game here in just a little bit. So be sure to tune in for that. In the meantime, stay the course, friends.
The preceding broadcast was an official presentation of Faulkner University. It may not be redistributed without the express written consent of the Faulkner University Athletic Department. Regitar USA High-Res Arena is sponsored by Regitar USA. The national anthem was performed by the Faulkner University Chorus. If you would like to learn more about the Faulkner Esports program, visit our official website at faulknereagles.com or follow us on Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram for all the latest news and events. Thank you for watching, and soar Eagles!